Welcome everyone as we learn the Mishna Yomis for this Wednesday evening, sponsored by the Fisher family, Lila Nishmas Basi Bas Robert, Shlomo ben Avram Alevi, and Perel Bas Ruvain. We also dedicated Lila Nishmas David ben Chaim, Lefu Shlomo Fel Yomish Mechai Sarah, Yaakov ben Basi Alei, and Schusav Avram ben Yom Benish ben Malki Yudis and family. We're dedicated by Yoel Klugman and family for their Parnasa Gesund and Nagas. We learn Lefu Shlomo for Avigdor Aryeh ben Rivka, Hinda Bas Chaya Sarah, Chana bas Shoshabina, Rivka bas Shiraleya, Moshe Meir ben Esther Fradel, Yitzhak ben Sim ben Dusha, and Meir ben Chayasara. They should have a refuah shalema b'seik shar chili Yisrael. So the Mishnah now tells us as follows: Hashoiched es hamukdoshin. Now we know that if you have in mind either a machshava of chutz l'zmanai or chutz l'mekaymai, when you do the shechita, it's disqualified. But that's only if you have in mind to eat something that is considered basar. So hashoiched es hamukdoshin lechol shlil, to eat the fetus of the animal, or shilya, or the placenta b'chutz, or after its permitted time, lay pigel, it doesn't become pigel or puzzle. Hamoilek tayrin b'fnim, malika, we're going to learn later on in the Masechta that when slaughtering a bird in the Beis Hamikdash, they didn't use shchita, but they used a different process called malika. So hamoilek tayrim b'fnim, if one does malika on a turtle dove inside, lechol be'ayam b'chutz, to eat the eggs that are within it outside, or chutz l'zmanai, loy pigel, it's not pigel, because again, that's not considered part of the carbon. Chelev hamukdoshin, the milk that is in the udders when a carbon is slaughtered, or a beyei tayrin, or the eggs of the chicken, ein chayovin aleim mishum pigel v'noisa v'tami. You're not chayav karas if that chicken or that animal was slaughtered with a machshava of chutz l'zmanai, and then you ate the milk in the udder or the eggs from that chicken, there's no pigel. If left over after its shelf life, after its permitted time, it's not nicer. And if eaten b'tumas guf, there's no kares for eating it b'tumah. Now, we know that if you shecht it to eat it after its time, or to smoke it up after its time, that makes it pigel. What if you had a more passive thought? You had in mind to leave the blood or the sacrificial portions to the next day. You didn't have in mind to smoke it up the next day. You didn't have in mind to eat it the next day, just to leave it. Or to take it outside. Rabbi Yehuda Paisel, Rabbi Yehuda says it's disqualified, but the Chachamim Mashir and the Chachamim say no, that's not pigel. Pigel is only to eat it or to smoke it up. Shchatay almanas litnoy al gabe akevesh. If you shechted it with having in mind to put the blood on the ramp, or shaloi keneged his side, or against the wall, but not on a wall that has the base that sticks out, the amma base on the bottom, on the two sides. Or litin asaniton lamata lamala. Most karbanos that have to be put below the chut sikra, below the red line that bisects the height of the mizbeach, and you had in mind that what should be put below, you would put above. Or asaniton lamala, the chatas which is put above, you had in mind to put it lamata. Asaniton bifnim, you had in mind to those rear karbanos that the blood are brought inside the kodesh. You had in mind to do the mechutz, or v'asanitanim b'chutz b'fnim, or most kabbanas where the blood is put on the mizbeach hachitz, and you had in mind to bring it inside. Or sheyichlu tmeim, you had in mind that the meat will be eaten by one who is tamei. Or sheyakrivu tmeim, or the sacrificial portions would be offered by a tamei. Or sheyichlu areilim, that it should be eaten by those that are uncircumcised. Or sheyakrivu areilim. Or you had in mind when you did one of the four avodas hadam, l'shaber atzmoi sapesach, to break the bones of Korban and Pesach, which is not allowed. The Torah says, "Ve'etzem lo yisishberu bay," or "V'lechel heimenu na," or to eat it half cooked. It says, "Al teiklu mimenu na," or "La'arev damay b'dam psulim," or you had in mind to mix its blood with the dam of korbanos that became pasul, kosher. Doesn't render it pigel. She'ena machshava poiseles, the thought in one of the four avodas adam disqualifies elachutzlas manai. If you have a mind to eat it or smoke it up after its time, then it's pigel, or the chutzla mekaimai, or it's pasul if you have a mind to eat it or smoke it up outside of its place. And then there's also the psul of a Pesach and a Chatas shaloi l'shman. If you did the Korban Pesach on the afternoon of the 14th of Nisan, or a sin offering for the wrong designation. Okay, here we are, already 3 prakim of Zevachim in the books. I want to remind you that in Yirtzeh Hashem next Monday at 6:45, we will have a siyum on Seder Nezikin in Lakewood, a Fleishach barbecue, which will take place at One Valley Stream at 6:45 p.m. Be'ezus Hashem, and everyone is invited. Thank you very much for coming, and have a good Shabbos.